And okay, we're live, and we are just finishing up our sound check, and it
we
is
are
going.
just we're just getting started with our sound check. It's
We
gonna be
just
one of those nights.
want to let everybody know that it's just so far me and the Peaches. Everybody else is either having technical difficulties or has left the room for some reason. Juan went to refill his noodles or something like that. You have to bring him
I
back into the
also
stream.
no, he's in the stream. I muted your
Oh, he
mic,
is in the
Juan,
stream. Oh,
because
you
you're
muted his.
squealing. I could hear myself
Whoops.
repeating back, and now I can hear it again, and it was
See,
Sorry.
there's.
making this little squeaky noise. Do you hear it?
Nope.
See, I
did
didn't
not
hear it
hear
either.
any noises that
So the
don't belong.
Peaches is hallucinating sounds,
No,
and
I
Juwan is
promise
gone.
you,
He went to
there's a
get some
squeaky
more
squeak.
noodles.
It's like,
Brian is
and the
messing
people who
around.
are watching are either going to agree with me or they're going to think they're being attacked by somebody that's about to
There-
burst through the curtain.
Let us know if you think Amanda's
My dad
sound
can't hear
system.
it because he's deaf. There you go. Sherry's backing me up.
Let us know if this is worse than it normally is. I mean, we know it's
Here, be quiet for a
normally
second.
terrible.
Be quiet
If
for a
we're
second.
worse, JT is actually
Dad,
on.
be quiet for a second. Do you hear it?
No.
It's going.
No, I don't hear it, but I don't
Nope.
hear anything
Wait,
that's.
try the.
Oh,
Did that make a difference? Did it
yes,
go away?
it's you. Yes, it's you.
I don't hear her squeaking.
That's because it's you.
Is it my chair?
No, it's an electronic feedback.
Is it his noodles that he's eating?
Tabby
Is he
hears
getting-
it too.
Is he getting
about
feedback
now?
from the noodles?
Is it gone?
No, it happened when you were gone.
That's fantastic. We did a whole sound check before.
If
and
you're
now we're
older
doing-
than 45, you probably don't hear it, but it's like the
Oh,
it's like the
great.
mosquito
Well,
ring.
let's just go on then.
Oh,
Who
it's
cares
so
about
bad.
who cares about people under the age of 45?
It's so bad. Squeaky Squeakerson.
I
They
don't
hear it. They hear it, guys.
Monty doesn't hear it, but he's older than 45. So
Go cancellation. I got that turned on.
mhm.
Oh wait. Yes, that did
What was
it.
that? What did he do? What'd you do?
Turn the thing off and on again. Is it back?
Oh, no, it's gone. Oh,
Just in time.
We've been spared. Let's
all we
hit
can
this.
see, all we can see now is Brian's ear.
All right, we're gonna hit
Brian, we
the
gotta
theme
close the
song,
radio.
and
My
then we will
laptop's-
explain the rest of the problems we've been having.
My laptop's 10 years old. That might have something to do with it.
Oh, this is going to be a train. This is going to be a trainier wreck than it, or a wreckier train than it normally. JT is
chugga.
gone. JT is on a
Yeah.
show tonight, so we're going to be checking in with him on the show cam from time to time.
JT Cam.
JT cam. Buckle up, everybody. This is going to be something.
Sign up if you dare, stopping comics everywhere. Coming out of quarantine, so catch the vibe. and
Sorry
dig
if you're
the
trying to
scene.
clap
Take a seat,
along,
gonna
everybody.
grab a snack, gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down
You're not
like
late.
a lumberjack. Come take
Nobody's
a ride
late tonight.
Kicking it live on the radio. Everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo. Hit the spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show?
Brian, April
Are
may be
you
back
ready
with
for
us
the
tonight.
show?
It might be.
Are you
Brian is
ready
not
for
ready
the
to get
show?
Brian back.
He hasn't been
Yeah.
Are
sniped
you
yet.
ready for the show?
Am I glitching or are y'all glitching?
It's me, my internet.
Okay. No, that's fine. I can handle that. Just getting ready to call my internet provider. Excuse me, I don't pay how many ever monies I pay. Whatever it is.
Cat's gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Not
The
squeaking no
best.
more.
Oh,
Are you
the squeak is back.
ready for the best that we can do? Is it Juan?
I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
still crud.
Theme
Hang
song is
on.
going nuts. The sound check has been a disaster. We're trying to do the best we can to get
But
everybody
I
in. Can we
actually
put JT
I got a
in
little
for a
bit
second?
nostalgic. I got a little bit nostalgic there for a minute because I was like, "Yay, problems!" It's been a while. All right,
It
yeah,
has
we
been a
can
while.
put the JT show cam in here, but I don't think that he's going to talk to us at all.
No, he can't hear us, I don't think.
I don't think he can
But you
hear
can-
us. So
Show cam.
You can mute his mic
Did he write
Yeah.
show
and then
cam
bring
on
him
it?
in. Mhm.
here,
JT show
this
cam.
is what
No, it
JT's
just
up
says
to
JT.
at this moment.
There he is. It's an intermission right now. In case you're thinking, well, his show looks really casual and it doesn't look like he's doing anything. He's not actually performing right
He's
now.
laid back. He's a laid
Yeah.
back guy.
That hat
Yeah.
is part of the show. And they are
All
on intermission.
part of the show, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an actual fedora.
Tommy there in the background. You see him sitting there.
It's not an actual fedora. he
It's
said.
just part of
No.
the show, everybody.
Just a prop. It's a
It's
prop hat.
okay.
But we'll be checking in with JT from time to time. Once they come out of intermission, then we'll probably be
Yeah.
able to see them doing, it looks like Wiley Jake.
Oh,
So we'll check in on them. Brian April is also with us tonight. You want to bring him? Man, these ears are splitting. I
Yes,
can't hear
here. You can wait before we bring Brian out. See if you can figure out the problems that we've been having with him on his end. Okay,
I
it.
here's
Yeah, here we go.
here's
See if you
Brian.
can guess what the problem is.
What-
move around. There you go.
There he goes. And we were trying to figure out what to do about that.
His camera wants him to know there's no escape.
That's right.
Right.
I know exactly where you are, Brian.
We were able to
The
we
robot
were
in
able
my
to turn
camera.
the square orange for a little while. But
And then my lights went really dark, and then I tried to fix it, which is why now I'm bright red and sweating. So
so it's good to have Brian back with us.
the circle takes the square.
He does. He looks like he's in Minority Report.
Brian is a QR code. Hey, it
Hey, look.
disappears when we
Yeah.
bring comments up.
Or is it just because I'm looking down?
Look up.
Oh, look
There
at
it
it.
is.
Oh,
I
All
don't
right.
think it's
okay.
connected
All
to
right,
stream
I will
right.
be chin down the entire time.
Perfect. So Juan is going to be giving feedback. Brian is going to be looking at
Yes.
the ground. The Peaches is going to be wincing through the whole show. And I'm probably going to get kicked out. So
If
Oh.
if the feedback thing's really bad, I can try restarting. If you want me to, I'll go away for a little bit.
I don't know that would help, but it does sounds like somebody is kind of playing a tin can violin.
Or like on a swing set.
Can you
or
hear
you can
it,
hear
Brian?
it too.
A little bit.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Yeah.
You sure it's not my cat running around? He's got a bell.
Like rhythmically on the downbeat, meowing.
It's like continual. It's still doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like
maybe-
the beginning of what was that Western Once Upon
Once Upon a Time in the West. That's a
Where's
windmill,
the
though.
windmill, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you want to?
Thank you.
John wanted to unveil my shaved head too.
Wait,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
actually
Is he
have
gonna
shaved head?
reach
Not that
through
far
and pull the
behind.
hat?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, tell
is
us-
it gonna? That wouldn't it be creepy if a hand came out from under my cap
And
like
peeled
this,
it back.
fingers out? Yeah. So here's the story. I'll do this.
Look at that.
Wow.
So is this nice?
I know.
I got no sun on it though. It's got that pale.
I thought you were kidding. Forgive me for my very lackluster response. I thought it was
He's
a
like,
joke.
Whatever.
Are you-
No.
That's exactly what I did.
I've been losing my hair forever. And Melody was like, I think you'd look good with the shaved head. And I went, well, if you say so. And then we lopped it off and she goes, oh, it looks good. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's not
okay,
bad.
it stays.
Yeah, it's not bad
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, the most common
Yeah, it's the
response
right
I'm
call.
getting. Okay, is it feed? It's distorting now? No?
It's less squeaky.
Okay. Anyway, the most common comment I've gotten is like, "Okay, your head's okay for this." It's like it could have been way worse, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. That's a real factor. Is the shape of your head,
Yeah.
which you don't know until you shave it.
Smooth head, smooth brain.
Right. There's no.
I've been.
Is that right?
I don't know. I don't know what the
Reminds
adage is.
me I
Is
have
there
to
an
buy
adage?
deodorant. Gotta buy a roll on. So yeah, he showed me that yesterday, or I guess the day before. And
I think I forgot why I was Marco Poloing you, but I was like, might as well show you. I got
yeah, I might as well
shave.
come clean.
just go there.
And he told me that Melody said that he
Mr.
should
Clean.
just shave his head, and I said I think that's the right call. I think you can. I think you're doing it well.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just need some sun.
I've seen
Yeah.
some heads when they're shaved, and it's like, oh yeah,
Ooh,
okay.
you look like a package of hot dogs.
Yeah.
When you first shave your head, you got to get out in the sun a little bit. So, 'Cause
Which works.
Then you look like an Easter egg. That's you just do the Pos Easter eggs where you just dip half of it.
Oh yeah, and you get that works in San Diego, but in Georgia in January.
I'm not in San Diego anymore.
I know, so now you know what I'm talking about.
Next show, the rest
It's
of the crew. No,
It's a bit over. No, I
no.
wouldn't.
He has the right
cool,
type of head
thank
to pull off that haircut. Is
Yeah.
that actually? I guess it is a haircut, isn't it?
A
Even
haircut.
if you shave your head, it's technically a haircut.
It
They're
is
cutting hair.
the most cutted hair you probably could do. The most haircut you could accomplish.
Maximum cuttage.
Yeah. So I wear hats on stage most of the time anyway, so that's another thing. But you get like a nice. I still haven't got it smooth. There's a nice little Velcro.
Yep.
Little like you lay down in bed and it's like I really wanted to turn over, but I guess we're stuck. Are you like you roll
I have
on
now started a fire.
you roll on your side, your pillow just sticks with you.
Do you smell smoke? That's my head.
No,
You roll over and the pillow's stuck to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring your hand down like this way, nice and smooth. You run your hand up this way. Your hand explodes with the fire.
I took off some skin. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the whole show.
It's already been a big show. And have we fixed the sound problem? No, probably not. Okay.
Still
No,
squealing?
you're just talking right over it. Just don't stop.
moving
Don't
on.
stop. No comment.
Keep
no,
talking. Everybody
Yeah,
just
we'll
keep
keep
talking.
No
We'll
pauses.
keep it
Talk
going.
right over
and
the
we
top
don't-
of it.
No silence at all. No
None.
pauses. Don't even
We-
stop to think. Keep
Don't
talking.
breathe. Don't
Just
breathe.
keep going. Just keep going.
Well, I'm glad you asked how big the show is.
What?
because-
The show's big. It's huge. Look at it.
It's enormous.
Oh,
The
that's
regular
not-
show.
That's not
Go-
tonight's
keep going,
show.
but it's
tonight's show
we're about to check into the JT cam again. Go
is
ahead.
way bigger than that because that's a
regular
typical show.
Show is a mastodon here. Tonight's show looks a little bit like this.
Some people would call it a woolly mammoth, but tonight it's yogurt.
It's a mastodon.
That yogurt is so big, you could
That-
stand two woolly mammoths on top of each other.
I would dare say 2.5.
You could drown a woolly mammoth, and then the other woolly mammoth would have to stick his trunk out of the yogurt.
I'm glad
Woolly
you
mammoth
are.
could use some yogurt. I'm not gonna lie. The mastodon needs a little fattening up.
Yeah, a little bit of fat.
Well,
fat. We talked about how fat is good for you.
he's pretty old, you guys.
Get that. He's an old stinky.
Old Joe Mastodon.
He's an old mastodon.
Oh, that would have been 10 million BC.
All I can eat now is yogurt.
You know who would not look good shaved is that mastodon.
Yeah.
He would not.
Have you
be
seen
able
a
to pull it
shaved bear? You seen pictures of those? Ooh. Those are
off.
weird.
Nope. But we
will.
we will
Come
We
to the
will.
effort. Come
Yeah.
to the effort party.
go to
We'll
the
shave
after
you.
party if you are itching to see a shaved bear as I am now. Then
And the shaved
come-
bear is itchy. Itching as much as the shaved bear is
Yes.
itchy.
We're gonna make a
Ooh,
whole
I haven't
show
seen
of it.
that. Yep.
So
The
now
whole-
there's your new segment, shaved animals, and you
Shaved-
go in close
Shaved
and then see,
mammals.
Mammals,
see what
yeah.
it is.
Because then at some point John would pop up. Here's a shaved diamondback rattler.
Yeah. That's true. That is
Like,
Here's
oh,
a
yeah.
shaved tuna fish.
Guess this animal, and then
Yeah.
we'd have
Yep.
Shaved.
It's a
that's
shaved-
animal.
right
It's a
a
shaved,
shaved
dog.
snail or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's I can't continue. I want to go see a shaved bear right now, but I will power through. I will be the professional. We have to give a shout out to the Cliquers, and the awkward thing is that JT is not here, so
should
Nor
we
would
just check
he
into the JT
sing
cam?
the-
we can check into the JT.
Oh yeah,
cam.
bring it up and see
Yeah.
what kind of audio we got
He's
going
actually,
on
well,
He's signing
not
an
currently
autograph. Yeah,
he's signing an autograph right now for a little girl.
Let's get
How
let's
long
yell-
is this intermission?
Get his attention. Their intermission is usually 2 hours.
there. And the show's
2-hour
15
intermission.
minutes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they got 15-minute first act, 2-hour intermission, and then a 10-minute
A
closing.
tight 10.
I was going to say they start with the intermission and then the show's right in the middle.
Right.
And then they end with the intermission.
Right.
So ordinarily
two
JT
intermissions.
would play our theme song, although or our clicker song. Although last week he
He's
told us
working on a
he's
new
working
clicker
on a
song.
new one because he's kind of all clicker songed out.
So I think we should
It's
do a
burned out, y'all.
clicker poem, one line at
Oh.
a time. So I'll do a line, and then Brian will do
A
a line.
line or a word?
A line, I think.
A line? Oh, no,
Yeah.
maybe a word. Maybe a word. All right, we'll do a line, one word at a time, and this is our tribute to the Clickers. So I'll start, and then we'll go Brian, Juan, Mandy,
And it's a
then back.
poem?
Yeah,
And it's a poem. If that wasn't hard enough.
Okay.
This
Clickers
Show
Is
brought
2
you
by
love
and
clickers.
and
all
other
Pews. I was rhyming with you.
I was gonna do that too, but
Oh, good.
All right, you do the next. We'll do another line. Go ahead.
Okay,
You
yeah.
start.
the
Best
Clickers
We
no
are
all
right
here
show.
Here's what's awesome about making up a poem with 4 different brains is nobody's
No-
agreeing on the meter.
nobody knew which verse was
Like,
the rhyme.
When do I rhyme? Now? Is this the
thought
rhyme?
now we now.
Is this the rhyme?
I
Yeah.
thought here would be the rhyming word.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I
yeah.
thought show was
Dun, dun,
yeah, show.
dun, 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 dun. All right, so here's so it'll be a 9. It'll be 9 too. So it'll be dun 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 dun. That's 4
Let's
of
do a
us.
haiku.
Dun dun.
Somebody's got to
dun.
tell us what we've
So it's
already
8.
done because
I say we just rhyme every word.
Okay, there we go. I like that.
All
That way
right, so
you
I'll.
just-
Yeah. Ooh,
somebody has to tell
we're
us
not
what we
gonna be able to
already
do that because
said.
there's gonna have to be some conjunctions and
Nah.
What did we say?
Nouns.
Okay.
I don't know.
Rhyme all
Alright.
the nouns.
Yeah.
all right. Fabulous.
Fantabulous. Wow.
Yellow bus.
No.
That doesn't
From
rhyme.
all of
Amanda.
us.
That's the line.
Yeah, there we go.
We had a conversation about Eminem this week, but
Yeah.
I think that we just really butchered his technique right there. I
Oh,
can't
I-
participate.
I
I
don't
think-
think we were anywhere near Eminem's technique.
I think we nailed it because what we did was we communicated how much we care about our clickers. And this week, in no
Amen.
particular order, our clickers
Click,
of the week
click, click.
are Brenda,
Brenda, Eric,
Erickson, and
Melissa
Melissa Zelensky. Thank
Auto
you
Parts. So let's get Auto Parts.
to Brenda.
For all your
Boom.
Zelensky Auto Parts needs.
Brake pads. Thank you to all of our clickers. If you would like to become a clicker and have us make up spontaneous poems about you on the spot, go
We're
to
not guaranteeing you
jumpinny.com
that every week.
and join our merry band. We're not guaranteeing that that's not going to happen, but we cannot guarantee that it won't happen. It could, and we appreciate your support. It really does help us out. You can come to our effort party where you can see all sorts of shaved mammals, and if that's not enough to open your heart,
You've already seen one. Yeah.
You've already seen one shaved
That should
mammal.
whet your appetite.
appetite is whet.
You bet.
Is your appetite whet?
Wet by my white head.
You guys, for those of you who are watching tonight and you're wondering what's going on, it's been a while since Brian was with us.
I like silly John though.
John
Silly.
and JT, or John and Juan, are both very happy to have him back.
We are.
I
And
get
this
on the
is
show and
just
everything just goes
madness.
crazy. There's
Falls
never,
man.
no, structure does not work well. Sorry.
This was the one that was more tightly scripted than any other, though.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have a script.
I kind of like the
That's
poem.
true.
I kind of like trying to construct a poem every week. I think we could probably get better at it.
By
like any
line.
other troupe, like we would eventually get a rhythm amongst
Mm-hmm.
ourselves and we would actually be able to pull it off, but we would need to practice a bit.
Not by word, by line.
Right. You need like clickers, like Snickers when wearing slickers.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Like
bickers.
Snickers. You never bicker.
Never bickers.
Well,
Right.
but for the last few weeks, JT has been rhyming with whatever word he feels like, but then he tries to find a way to rhyme the clicker's name
Put names in there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah.
See,
So-
and you guys rolled your eyes, and everybody kind of scoffed when I suggested it. But then after we did it, they were like,
Hey.
well, "We should do this all the time." So yeah, we are super happy to have Brian back, and I didn't even know that he was going to have a white box around his face. I was
I
happy
didn't
to have
either.
him.
Clearly, I
I was
didn't
happy
know.
to have him back before he had a white box. But
I was going
now-
to do my actual background and everything, and I was like, well, maybe pull up the green screen, because then I was messing with my camera turned sideways, and now it would just look like I live in Beetlejuice house here.
No.
So
Sorry, man. I hate that. I hate
I
that
love it.
for you. No, I mean,
love it.
it's funny.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
It's great.
So
Right.
last week we did a table reading of the first part of a Chubby Bruce script that we are working on together. And so it was decided that each of us are going to take a segment. Last week, JT wrote the opening part, and then Juan did a commercial for it. And this week, Juan has done the middle part. So part 2 is going to be from Juwan's pen. And we are going to read through it. So
Keystrokes.
you need to set this up, Juwan, in
Well,
some way and assign
okay.
characters.
We I put the Google Docs in the private chat. Is that working?
Mhm.
And you
Yeah.
scroll down to Act 2.
I see
And-
it. Do you see it, Brian?
I do.
Last week, let me see if I could. You want to do a recap? We'll do like a recap. Oh well.
Go ahead.
Previously,
So
on Chubby Bruce.
Previously on Chubby Bruce.
Chubby and all the gang are playing dodgeball out in the alley, and Dumpster Fire sees a harm bunny, and none of the guys believe him. So here's where that. Let's see, how did that end up? Oh yeah, and Biscuit Neck repeatedly got concussions from
Rendered
the dodgeball.
unconscious.
Yeah, Chubby's got him in his sights, much like Brian is in the sights of his robotic camera.
Mhm.
We don't know what's going to be launched from there, so that's what we got.
see missile.
And so
Yeah.
the characters are as they were last week. We don't have anybody to do Chubby Bruce because JT's not here this week.
So
Amanda can do Chubby Bruce.
Oh, that's
Well,
perfect.
I'll
Amanda's
try
Chubby
to
Bruce.
do.
you got a girl.
Oh yeah, he needs a little
No.
more grunt.
there you go. See, perfect.
John was host last time. I remember that, and then I was
There you
Dumpster
go.
Fire.
And I'll read the stage directions if you have them.
Yes, they should be there. Do you see
And
where we're
Brian,
at?
of course, can be Blunderbuss because.
Oh wait, go ahead. Sorry,
That's
I'm
his
going to get
character.
my commercial set up.
And does that cover everybody? Do we have anybody that we're missing?
What are we doing?
Well,
Is
there's a
allergies in this one? I didn't
yes.
even look. Yeah, he
Allergies
okay.
is there, and also there's a bit of there's like a flashback with a couple of other characters. We can get that. We can do that when we get there. Whoop,
Oh, there she goes.
she
And
gone.
she's
She gone.
completely leaving. She's putting on a sweater or something. And Why?
She's gone. Oh,
she's gone.
Oh,
Now she's back.
I don't know
I don't
why.
understand why.
She's
I don't understand why we had to do that. Why she had to do a costume change for a table reading.
oh, she's okay. She's changing.
Hey ho ho.
Amanda had to go. She had to put on more clothes.
I was having a more wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, okay.
Indeed. Okay. All right.
This is a family show.
Yeah.
All right, so I will do the hosting thing. If there's stage directions, you can see them when we come to them. Peach.
Yeah, I haven't seen
And
any
then-
yet, but I will handle them. I'll be all over those stage directions.
And if there's any characters that we haven't, we'll just do them as they come.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, volunteer as you see them. Hopefully
All right.
this
Right.
works. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm apologizing before we read this. I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, well, last time we saw the gang, they were playing dodgeball in an alley, and Dumpster Fire saw a harm bunny. The gang didn't believe him, and so he walked off sore at his friends. He can't be too mad. Who ever heard of a harm bunny? That's like when my best cousin Laryl made up an animal he was hunting. He called it a flappodile and said I needed him to help track it down by lifting my shirt over my head and saying, whoop, whoop. We never got it, but he did get mauled by a bear. Let's check in on the gang. Is this still me?
Chubby Bruce?
No, well, that's
No,
his-
that's
the
me.
stage directions.
Chubby
Yeah.
Bruce and the gang, sans Dumpster Fire, are still playing dodgeball in the alley. Man, I wish Dumpster Fire didn't storm off so soon. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings, and we need him for a human shield. I just wish I knew what he was talking about.
That's
Oh,
the stage
this
direction.
is-
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Biscuit
More
Neck
staging.
opens
There's a-
his mouth and raises his hand to speak just in time to have a dodgeball hit him, forcing his hand into his mouth and sending him into a pile of trash cans.
Who can keep up with all his wacky stories anyway? Remember when he thought the FBI was after him? Then some guys took him on a trip in a black SUV. He was fine after that.
I think Biscuit Neck was trying to tell us something.
Dumpster Fire is kicking a can down the street with one foot and a rock with the other, looking dejected and talking to himself.
Man, I wish those guys could see that harm bunny. Then I wouldn't look like such a jerk. I know the only way to prove I'm right is to catch that tiny monster. But how?
Chubby Bruce helps Biscuit Neck up from the cans, but just as he stands up, Chubby Bruce sees a set of red glowing eyes in the back of the alley and
Dun, dun,
drops
dun.
Biscuit Neck back down into the pile of trash cans. Hey ho! Oh no! There's something in the shadows and I gots to go!
Harm bunny!
What? Why are you scared of a buddy?
Not Buddy, Bunny! Ain't you figured out how allergies talks by now?
Somebody grab Biscuit Neck and let's get out of here.
Chubby Bruce scoops up Biscuit Neck and the gang runs out into the street and inexplicably from door to door of the nearby buildings. In one door and out the other, they run from one side of the street to the other, while the harm bunny sits completely still in the alley, staring with its glowing red eyes. Biscuit Neck is unconscious, but he has a flashback to a week ago when his family was gathered to celebrate Easter. Wavy lines and glissando harp sound. Biscuit Neck is gathered with his family in the living room of his single-wide trailer in the Porcupines Trailer Park. His mom, dad, and Auntie Histamine are all gathered around the Easter tree to exchange gifts. Auntie Histamine gives Biscuit Neck a basket. Oh, I'll do this too.
Oh, cool. There you go.
Okay, nephew, you've been good all year, so here's the present I promised you. Biscuit Neck opens the basket and reveals a white bunny inside. He finds a switch, turns it on, immediately puts it on the ground, and it begins to spin around and light up from its eyes.
Brian. Hey, Mom.
Oh, what a cute little bunny.
Keep him away from the stove. It's heating the house.
Merry
Juan.
Easter. Bunny says, Merry Easter to nation and happy incidents.
Which, if translated properly from the original Mandarin Chinese, would... Wait, should this be the host?
No, you can. That's a stage direction, though. But yeah,
This
it sounds
is
like
still a stage direction.
it can be. Do the host. Do it as a host.
All right.
Okay,
There's a lot of
Which, if
action.
if translated properly from the original Mandarin Chinese, would actually mean Happy Easter to all and joyful memories, which is still an awkward sentence. Biscuit Neck opens his mouth. Oh, this is now.
Biscuit Neck opens his mouth to
Okay.
join in the interjections, but then his flashback ends with a harp, glissando, and wavy lines. So, the Chubby Bruce gang, sans dumpster fire, are holding up in an... hold up.
Yeah.
Up
Sorry,
in an
that's Southern.
abandoned hot dog stand and trying to keep quiet when Biscuit Neck finally comes to. He's about to ask, what's going on, when Chubby Bruce catches him up.
Shh, Biscuit Neck, it turns out that all that stuff about the Horn Bunny was true. We saw it.
We don't know what we saw.
There was a glowing set of red eyes in deeded of the alley.
At the end of the
At
alley.
the end, okay. There was a glowing set of the glowing set of red eyes at the end of the alley, like Dumpster Finder said.
The gang, sans dumpster fire, hear a sinister sound, and everyone gets quiet. It's like a clank roll, clank roll, clank roll. It keeps getting closer and closer. Hey ho! What does that say?
Hey ho, Lord.
Hey ho, Dolores! We gotta make a break for it.
You know how hard it is to rhyme that stuff? Anyway.
I didn't know Chevy
Hey
Bruce
ho,
rhymed everything.
Dolores. We gotta make a break for it.
Right, allergies.
I see. On the count of three. 1,
2.
And then Biscuit Neck says, or starts to say, let's hey ho go. The gang, sans dumpster fire, all take off and leave the back of the building, but they make so much noise it scares Dumpster Fire, who was busy with his rock and can.
Oh no, it's the bunny!
Dumpster Fire heads back to the alley where he's sure to be safe with the rest of his friends, while his friends, the Chubby Bruce gang, without Dumpster Fire, are headed in the opposite direction. Will
Dumpster Fire catch the
Yeah,
harm
that's-
bunny? Will the rest of the gang ever figure out what's going on? We'll find out after this break.
Commercial break. Hang on. Let's do this.
I'm sharing it, or do you have it?
We have it.
Okay. You ready? Sorry, I have some
Do we need
switching
add
to
it
do.
the stream?
Is it?
No, hang on.
Are we there? I have
She's gonna do
slides.
it. Okay.
Whoa, no,
Wait,
that's
I want to do this though. There
The
we
end.
go. That's fine.
Here we go. Very good. All right. I want grilled cheese. I want buttered toast. Kids today with their cellular phones and slang words and long pants that don't go all the way down. Nothing satisfies them, so why try? They ask stupid questions like, where's the milk and why are we leaving now? So, what makes you think that they can realize they're not at a restaurant and you've got things to do, like hide in the dryer and take a quiet nap in the warm socks? Did it? Oh, crud. Sorry, let's wait for the question mark. There we go. All right. Why not give them something? Why not give them something that covers all the bases? You want grilled cheese? Here's your grilled cheese. You want buttered toast? Stuff this in your noise hole. This is too buttery. This grilled cheese is too buttery. My toast has cheese on it. You'll eat it and you'll like it and you'll leave me in peace. Cheddar. It's everything they wanted, but it's nothing that they'll like. End. Yeah.
That's it. That's the commercial for Cheddar.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who were not here last week, Cheddar was the invention of because it was a big show.
Oh,
right?
the
And I
show
put
was
some
so
butter
big,
out
yeah.
there. Yeah, the show was so big, and so they said that looks like cheese and it looks like butter, and Cheddar was born, and it's everything that they need and nothing that they'll like. So
Yeah. Which is what kids, it's kids anyway. They're not gonna like it anyway.
with their long pants and their questions like, "Where's the milk?" and "Why are we leaving now?" All right, so next week is episode 3 or the final segment, right? We'll bring this.
We can have an
dodgeball.
epilogue, right?
The exciting conclusion.
Yeah, and we can have an epilogue. We can have an epilogue, but let's check in with the show cam because it looks like the show is back on now.
Okay.
And
here, let me put that on.
See,
he's
Make it big.
hypnotizing his father.
Here, I
Oh,
can
they're
even
doing
turn
Star
the
Queen.
sound on.
This is Star
Why
Queen.
don't you go bright and early in the morning and ask the king if you can hang this Mordecai the Jew on your brand spanking new gallows as a kind of an early installment on Killer Tuesday.
You're going to hang
Early
Mordecai the
installment.
Jew on your brand spanking new gallows.
And have an early installment on the Kill a Jew Day.
Yep, that's a great show. If you haven't seen Star Queen, Jay-Z's going to come over. He's going to play the piano mightily, and you watch his head will start thrashing.
Oh yeah, here it goes.
This is part of the
He's playing the
plan.
piano.
It's their master plan song.
Hopefully
this
we
is-
don't get a ding from YouTube for promoting that day. That
Mordecai
holiday.
and his
Yeah.
wife Zerish is
Oh.
at the piano, and she is telling him the plan, and so they're singing about it, and then it's all gonna work out though. So don't be too nervous.
worry.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can read the Book of Esther.
It's
and,
not a whale of a tale. That's a different one, but it is still a really good tale.
Yeah, it's a whale in the tail. Well, the Dicers have seen Star Queen, I'm sure.
Yes,
They are.
I'm sure they have. But there's also, but don't they also have a Jonah one, or no?
They do.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
They do have a Jonah one.
they would be
And they
remiss to not have it.
All right.
They have stuff about Jake. Wiley Jake is Jacob and Esau. They have a bunch of them.
Right.
So, all right, we'll check back with them. We have a little game that I've.
Hoorah!
I should
put
also
together.
queue up.
Yeah,
I should
you
also
should
queue
do-
up that video.
Are
There's
you
a
ready with
video?
that? Or do you have to
I
cue it up?
can get it. I'll mute my sound so that they don't hear the clickety clack.
Okay.
You're welcome, Brian.
So I'll set that up. We'll do that first. Andrew, who has been on the show a few times, it's my youngest son. It's Amanda's little brother, and he's always been his own kid. And we were talking about Andrew. One of the things that makes Andrew so intriguing is that he does things seemingly just for his own, amusement, or just because he wants to do them. And he doesn't tell anybody that he's doing them. Like he will put stuff out on YouTube. He will have. I think we told the story here about the sword fight that he had, the spontaneous sword fight.
Didn't
that
he? Yeah,
had
he was.
in-
He saw some larpers in the
Mhm.
park. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. And so he challenged a guy to a sword fight, and with the foam swords and lost. But he didn't mention it. Whereas everybody else in the family would lead with that story. It's like, hey, guess what I did, and they would tell the story. But Andrew, it was like he
No
just
big
sort of
deal, yeah.
threw it into a conversation.
It was funny because we were at Pizza Hut and we were all talking about how strange, LARPers are, and I was sharing a story about the people at college who, my college who used to
Right.
do all their role playing, and they would, dress in costume 24/7 and stuff. And oops,
Right.
hang on, I hear the audio from his video in my other ear.
Oh,
And
I was
then,
like,
after
what?
10 or
What?
15 minutes talking about LARPers, he goes, "Oh yeah, there were LARPers in the park. They used to sword fight out there all the time, and I would, come by and watch them." And we were like, "Yeah, isn't it weird?" And he goes, "Yeah, I challenged one of them to a duel once."
Right. And we all laughed like she did. And you go, I did.
We thought he was kidding. He goes, "I really did." And we're like, "Seriously?"
Challenged them to a duel. But that's the kind of stuff that Andrew does, and he's always done that sort of stuff. We were relaying the story about being on a cruise ship. The family took a cruise several years ago, and Andrew was younger. He was like, what would he been? 13, 14, maybe something like that, or younger than that. Peach,
Around there, probably.
he was maybe 12, but he was old enough that he could be on the ship by himself and we could walk around. We didn't worry about him, but at the same time, he still needed, to be chaperoned. And anyway, so if you've never been on a cruise ship, there's photographers that are around and they take pictures of you spontaneously getting on the ship, getting off the ship, eating dinner. The photographers will come around and snap your picture. And one night they will have a formal night and all of the photographers will be scattered around in various places on the ship. And then they take pictures of families and couples while they're dressed up in their formal attire. And so that's just what happens. And so then the pictures are
There's
put on
no
display.
stopping it, even if you
There's
don't
no
want
stopping it. And so pictures are put on display and down this long hallway on the ship. And so as the pictures are developed, they just put them up in the hallway. And the idea is that people go and you find your pictures. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. All up and down this hallway, and you find pictures of yourself and your family, and then you can take them and purchase them and whatever, or you can steal them if you got a camera and they don't like that, but people do it all the time. Anyway,
Don't do that.
we're walking down the hall and we see a picture of Andrew just up on and he's just got his hand like he's got his arm up over the fake steering wheel and he's smiling. We're like, well, there's Andrew. So he had evidently had his picture taken, and we walk along and it's like, well, there's another picture of Andrew, and it's a whole different pose, different background, and now he's like this, all by himself. And we looked, and there was probably 6 different pictures of him, in various places on the hallway, of him all by himself. And it was
With props, like he was wearing a sailor's hat with one of them. He had like an oar in his hand.
like a
and
parrot up
another.
on his shoulder. Yeah. And he didn't say anything to any of us. He didn't say, "Oh, I got my picture taken down here." We just discovered them. We just found them on the wall.
That's
He
fantastic.
never told us. I just kept getting stopped by these photographers. They were relentless. I couldn't get away. Like
there's one of him doing
it for ourselves.
There's one of him doing a magic show, pulling on stage.
That was it. We asked him about it, and then he told us what was going on. But he didn't volunteer the information. He didn't show up at dinner and go, "Man, I had a bunch of photographers have my." No, he didn't say anything until we saw the pictures and said, "What's going on, dude? We're getting your picture taken." He goes, "I couldn't get away from him." So
I couldn't get away as I was posing.
Right.
With the oar and stuff. Yeah, not like you took advantage of it or anything. That's fun.
He figured he might as well just get his picture taken, and so he did.
I'm into it now. Started getting into it.
That is some of the context.
This is what he produced this week, and we stumbled upon it, and now I'm going to share it with the rest of the world.
You had to find it, is what you're saying.
We stumbled on it.
He shared it on Facebook, but he didn't tag anybody, and he didn't tell us.
No.
Yeah, he didn't go out of his way to help us find it.
Right.
So here, let me make this big. Tell me if you can't hear this.
Hi. Hello. First camera stream in the new apartment. I finally got those put up. First time set up, so if they just pop off the wall all of a sudden, it's because I put them up wrong.
Okay, so he's got that soundboard in the back, is what he referenced.
It's popping.
So it's his new
popping.
apartment.
It's doing
and he
that
just
weird
put
thing.
up- What?
It's kind of stuttering
What's it
as you
doing?
play it, but go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to like let it buffer for a second? Can you hear me?
It looks
I
like
can hear
it
you.
might be
Yeah.
buffered.
Yeah, it looks fine.
I think there's a big delay between me talking and you hearing me.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway,
Okay.
he put up this soundboard behind him, and he said, "It's my new apartment. I just put those up a few minutes ago, so if they fall down, it's because I didn't put it up right." And then he does this.
Missed Ujet somewhere. Killed myself with a rope. Freeze ray. Alright. Alright, this time I'm not gonna foolishly die to one of the easiest bosses in the game. Rest in peace, Jumpy Boots. I already have those anyway.
See in the background, it says sliding. Yeah.
It's coming down. No.
Come on.
Okay, I was gonna say, did he look at it out of his side of his eye, or did it?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, hope for no ton troll.
Focus.
I just did not feel like watching a ball of slime beat me into the wall over and over. How many of those fell down? Oh my gosh. That is not good. Have those just been falling the whole time?
Yep.
All right. Well, that was only an hour and 6 minutes. Give me a few.
Yeah. There's our boy doing what he does. All right. Yeah, he didn't put them up right. It's quite safe to say that.
Oh, Joe found it. Okay. Thank you, Joe.
Joe found it and shared it with the rest of us.
Mm.
So
there you go. That's what Andrew's been up to these last few days, incorrectly installing his soundboard.
Posting it.
This is a game that we've got a few
This
minutes
is
here
a
to play.
typical show. Oh,
And it's
oh yeah,
called.
I meant to say this too. By the way, you can find his YouTube channel, Dr. Quack. So.
okay.
Spot the problem.
The problem.
So I've got some pictures that I'm going to show you, and you have to identify what the problem is in the picture. All right. So here's the first one.
Looks normal to me.
That guy is he's holding the handrail that's furthest from him, which is a little awkward.
Yeah.
And then the girl is if that's an up escalator, she needs to move really quick because otherwise.
Well, and everybody's
get
wearing
that
jackets, and she
shoe.
seems to have no socks on, which seems kind of like a faux pas. I better feed her cold.
Okay, so you guys are gonna guys are playing the game a little different than I expected. All right.
The first guy's sleeping, and you should not sleep on an escalator.
Not there. People are going to come up there, man. Get out of the way. Jeez.
I'm curious about how that situation came to pass, but all right, here's the next picture.
It's the Atlanta airport.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that concrete is not dry yet.
Yeah.
There should not be anybody near there.
The water isn't clear. It's supposed to be clear water.
Yep.
Oh, this is like Brian's suggestion for your next YouTube venture, Dad, clearing out store drains. But it is a fail in that regard.
Well, that one's clear.
Well, that one's
wrong. There was
the drain is
wrong
fine.
with
The drain's
drain.
Mm-hmm.
That drain is totally fine.
I believe it or not, I had to look at this picture for longer than I want to admit before I went, oh, I see the problem.
It's like, you know what it is, though? It's like, have you ever been to the Science Museum where they have a warm coil and a cold coil right next to each other, and you touch it, and your brain says it's burning, but there's not. One of them's like room temperature, and the other one's cold. So because of the mixed signals, your brain goes, ah! That's what happened when you looked at this picture. You're like, what is happening? I don't even know. It's burning.
And then you get a
Burning
blister.
my eyes. Yeah, a brain blister.
All right. What's the problem here?
That sports stripe is way over. They should be more into the middle.
Yeah, and it's the wrong color.
Yeah, it does clash. It's clashy.
Yeah.
How would that happen?
Well, first of all, this is what's weird to me is if this was Georgia, I'd be like, oh yeah. But it looks like it's European. It's like it looks like it's in England. It's like
you can tell from the license plate.
Wouldn't the English have a little better? But it was maybe one of those. It's like there's a car on the way. Just get over it.
Well, it's very strange because it doesn't cover the headlights.
Well, and the safety cones are not red.
That's true. That's the problem.
That's for the slippery sidewalk.
Yeah.
Brian's
red cones would be.
Mm-hmm. Yellow cones mean paint my car. All right, what's wrong here?
No toilet paper.
This is a family show, so I can't say it.
No toilet paper.
No toilet paper.
That's one. The job was halfway done in a certain way. if I were to use the vernacular. So I could...
It was a crappy
But,
job.
but look, the
No,
handle.
the lid's all the way down. You don't leave both lids down. You got to leave something up there.
Do you? No. Do you leave both? I think you leave both down.
Both down, but you leave the like for emergency situations, you leave the top one up.
Right. But
Yeah.
the top one is actually the lid, right? The other one is the seat.
I tell
Yes,
you, oh, the
there's a seat
lid.
and a
There you
lid.
go. Okay. And the other,
Right.
the positive part of this is that the flusher handle is plain is
Still
easy to
visible.
reach.
It's
Easy to
on the right
reach.
side of the
Yeah.
wall. Yeah.
Put
You know,
easy to reach.
And depending on
Has
the
to
way,
go around.
depending on the way you sit, you can use it to help like stand up to prop yourself up. You know,
Mhm.
if you sit with your back to the wall.
Oh, there you go.
That's the only way you would sit.
Well, I mean, unless you're like really flexible and you just kind of one leg up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Russ
Right.
got it. Russ has it.
So far, you guys are nailing it.
Russ
Spotted all the problems. They did it.
got the dollar signs.
All right. What about what's wrong here?
Communication.
Yeah. No, they seem to be doing that well.
Now they are. Now
Yeah.
they're talking.
It finally brought them all together.
Have you guys ever played Legos?
Yeah,
They were,
it's like a taiko track. When you're younger, you get the little taiko tracks. It's just
I tell you-
they're the wrong color. They're supposed
Here's
to
what's
be-
here's what's wrong. They brought in the bulldozer way too late. I don't even know what the bulldozer's doing up there
yeah.
in the middle of the bridge and the water. What are you going to bulldoze?
yeah. Looks like they were getting ready to do something.
Well, they're not all wearing the same uniform too. That's the other issue I see.
So you have the city commissioner, the constructor. What's the
Contractor.
contractor?
Right.
You got Bob the builder.
I think
Well,
it's
there's
a-
funny that they had to actually put the beams together right there in the middle before they realized it wasn't going to work.
Well, they did the beams. And they started putting the concrete on top of the
They
beams.
had to actually touch with that center one right there before they were like, "Yep, nope, really,
the guys,
definitely not
the
going
guys
to
that are welding are like, shh.
You notice that the truck and the car are both pointing like away from the
Opposite
opening.
direction.
How
Yeah.
did they get there? It's like, did they back up
I
there?
don't know.
Or
Well, did you ever see Dukes of Hazzard? So they always jump. So similar to that.
so they've leapt across the chasm.
And then it paused right in the middle, and then the announcer had to explain the plot to the audience.
Well, it
Boy,
looks,
this is- yeah.
looks like the county commission has got themselves in a deep pool this
The
time.
something's happening with the JT cam right now.
JT
What?
Cam,
I think it's
flash over to JT
being
Cam.
moved.
What?
What?
Hold on, I'll put this in.
Probably
real quick.
checking a text
Somebody
message.
banged into
Whoops,
it.
it's over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Knocked it sideways.
Well, I think the
Hey.
show's over though.
We're
Hey.
sorry, everybody.
Can they hear us
Hang
if we take
Yeah, I
off?
think the show's over.
Put me
Yeah,
up
it's-
right side.
So anyway,
Pick
Yeah,
me
it's,
up.
it's probably over. And so they were
me
rushing
up.
the stage, and they turned
Oh, it's what
the
happened.
camera.
It's a
Anyway.
Beatles situation.
Okay.
Beatles and Sullivan.
What's next? What's wrong with this? Answer? Nothing. Nothing.
It's like the Ready Player One.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing.
Well, you know what? This is Alabama Trailer Park after. This is an aftermath.
Mhm.
I say Alabama. Florida is the trailer park capital, I think, of the United States, where I grew up.
I don't think they're. I don't think there's the proper safety rails.
Well, I would say the jacuzzi's on the wrong floor. That's my guess. Is that usually you have it on a much lower floor, but they've got the library on the 5th floor,
Right.
and the conservatory is on the 2nd. The master bedroom, that's like way over on the corner over there.
And the
It's just
ballroom.
it's an architectural travesty.
Mhm.
Do you even know what this is? And
It's some sort of a structure, Juan.
it appears to be.
It appears to be a building of some sort.
That is next week's show.
That is next week's show.
nope, there you go.
This week's just one double wide trailer. But wait till next
Next-
week. It's an
wait till next week.
mobile home.
What's the problem here?
Wrong color rails.
Well, the train did a
Oh my goodness. This was for the last picture, but both Russ and Sarah
Ooh,
at the
modern
same
arts.
time left the same comment on two
Modern
different
art.
social
Is that
media
s-
platforms.
It's funny that it's like, is it are they saying modern art as a guess or modern art as like like a
Oh, look.
bad word? Oh, modern art.
Hey, JT, can you hear us?
What's wrong with this picture? We can't.
Oh,
hear you.
wait, I had you muted.
Can you
because-
hear me?
Okay. Yes, we can.
All right.
Can you
I don't know
see?
if
Can
I
you
had
see
it
that?
at a
pic-
good angle or not. Don't let me
How's
wreck
your-
the
Could-
game.
Yeah, we could see it and we could hear it for a while, and we came in just at the time to hear about the holiday that you guys celebrate in that show, and I was a little worried that maybe YouTube would have a problem with it,
Oh,
but no, it's really, it looked like a lot of fun.
it was fun. I'm sorry I missed the show.
Well,
Well,
you still have time to tell us what's wrong with this picture if you can figure out what
see it?
seems to be the issue.
Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. By the way.
That's how we decided to go with it.
Tabby
don't
says
s-
she
I
really
don't
doesn't
see-
know what is wrong.
I don't see any pennies on the track.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's
No pennies on the track.
missing. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
wrong, but that's definitely missing.
No damsels tied to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, obviously the train did a wheelie for a little bit because the tracks
Mm-hmm.
stop at a certain point.
All of the cars did a wheelie. All right. Next picture. What's wrong here?
Oh, there's no safety belt.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get on a bungee ride, you need to be strapped in.
That's the worst swing set ever.
There's only one
Or
roll of toilet paper.
the
That's my
best.
problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
JT,
There's
Juju.
only one roll of toilet paper.
You can tell there were two at some point.
Mm-hmm. I
There were
thought
two rolls, but
I thought that was fantastic. Can you imagine if you're first of all look at the angle.
my
of the
problem.
seat.
Well, my problem is that it's on the third floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This
isn't there
is on the
usually
top
like
of that
the
building that we saw?
isn't there usually like a clown face or something like at the fair when you shoot the water gun into the clown face in the balloon? Yeah.
Alan
Can you imagine if you actually swamped?
Swung.
If you actually swamped on that thing?
That's from last week.
What?
Let me tell
you
you,
have
the
a timing-
scream I scrumped when I sat on that toilet.
Let me tell you about the swing I swamped.
You really had to time out those swamps.
Swiggity swooty. That's what I'd
That's a
say.
song, that's a song waiting to happen right there. The swing.
All right, what's wrong here?
What?
They didn't put the lids down. We already discussed that.
Well, the one door's already locked. How's anybody gonna get in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lids are a problem.
Imagine knocking
There's a
on
few
that.
problems here.
Knock, knock.
And how do you get grease stains on a bathroom door in the same spot?
This
very-
is actually,
Oh.
it's kind of genius. Like, if my kids are going to crawl under the door anyway, they might as well not get very dirty when they do.
Right.
Just kind of crick your neck a little bit.
That is a set of the world's worst dating show.
Bachelor number 2.
Door number 2.
Your
Literally.
legs are, your legs sure are hairy.
Well, you notice that there's no walls in between the toilets.
That's
either.
true too. Yeah.
Wow,
Are
John,
you sure they're not just really high?
that was a
Just
whole nother.
Somebody was really high.
It's just doors up. So,
Doo-doo.
all right. Next one. How about this?
Oh, their aim was way off.
Yeah.
If you're gonna fling Fruit Lollups at the wall, come on, guys. The radiator's too close.
the lid. Again, no lid.
What's up with the lids, guys?
I'll try to come back. That's my encore cue.
Here's my question.
All right.
Oh, good.
See you,
He
JT,
has to go
sorry.
and be popular.
He's just right.
Popular.
Here's my question: are there any handholds above this picture?
There should be.
I
Because
don't know.
otherwise, you're coming back down.
Well,
Actually,
unless you're doing the handstand.
Oh, okay.
You know, like you
Actually,
go
I think-
backwards.
I think this picture is upside down. So
So you have to climb up to get out.
Climb and then just swing back in.
Right.
That one
how
had
about
all
this
kinds
one?
You can fit at least 2 more toilets in there.
It's a waste of space.
You can fit.
I mean, the toilet paper roll is proper, so that's not it.
Go in the bathroom with your friends.
I do like that they've
Go
got
to
the
the
handrail
bathroom with
behind
your
it. Like who's using that? To
That's
sit
right.
down?
Pung.
They gotta pull themselves up.
That is an Olympic gymnastic maneuver just to get onto the toilet if it's a handicap stall.
Well, there are some people I think that sit backwards, which is a thing that we should probably talk about at some point.
That is brand new to me.
Really?
And that you said it, and then Brian emphatically +1 you, and I was like, first of all, it's the first time I've heard of that, and secondly, that 2 of you, you need to bungee cords in there.
Yeah,
it's true. Some people sit backwards or forwards if you ask them.
Yeah,
and the rest of us are sitting backwards.
Russ is bringing up the fact that the show's gone down the toilet, but that does make me wonder how many toilets have we looked at so far.
I did notice, that there was a scene. I think that might be the last one. No, here's this one.
Well, those are not Granny Smiths. Those are clearly Pink Lady apples.
And you don't want to do the white outline on the numbers, on the back. You want to.
It is, That's a font no.
Yeah.
Graphic design faux pas right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, really, who decided that the sign for the apples needs to go with the apples? They can still be $1 each, even if you've got the sign in the banana bowl. So
it's true. I mean, if that was at the front of the store in the window, we'd think nothing of it, right?
How much is that apple? How dare you assume that those are bananas? Did you even ask them?
Well, the sign is still correct. The apples, when you find them, are $1.
Right.
I do like that the bananas are just kind of tossed in there. They're not bunched together. One of the stock persons like,
yeah, these are apples.
Why are these stuck together like this? It's weird.
It's my last day. Yeah, these are apples.
Greg, why do they ship these like this? Why do they ship all the apples stuck together?
All right, you guys did pretty well.
Oh, did we? What was the score?
Everybody got.
Good job,
Clickers.
Clickers, 100% correct.
We made it through the show, so.
Okay.
Peaches is going to wrap us up.
All the way to the fruit at the bottom.
So you can support the show by going to johnbrandon.com and becoming a clicker. You will eventually get a new clicker song, and then
it's worth it.
Then
it's
that's
coming.
One of the best parts about being a clicker. But in the meantime, you can also become a member and be part of our members only effort party, which starts right after the show every week.
Part of one of our close friends.
If you want to hear more swing set squeaking, that's where you can do it. In the after party.
Just need like a post-apocalyptic state behind us.
I paid $1 million for this microphone
because of Juan D. Follicle D. Vivo.
Speaking of squeaking, Juan is on CastingGrounds.com. You can see him and his band, but not his bald head because it'll be covered with a hat. Whenever they start touring
cool
again.
Hat.
So their schedule will be on CastingCrowns.com. Where's JT? Oh, right here.
He also has a hat.
John Thomas Star Queen Oaks is available at that web address, and you can find actually some pictures of Star Queen, and you can find out information about licensing Star Queen, and you can also see a lot of his other projects there too, but not all of them because he's pretty prolific. Brian, how's that album coming that you guys released?
Album, well, that one was good. It's not doing as well because Christmas is over, but it was a Christmas album. But you
have a song about loving Christmas all year on the album.
That is true. That is very true. And I actually just wrote a new song earlier this week and sent it over to JT. And so we're working on a new album.
Okay, so where can they find it?
Nowhere yet. But
no, the Christmas one that.
you can find that everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. Podcasts,
Look up,
everywhere you can listen to music. Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Shortwave radio.
I figured we
Find
would
it.
probably feature that song at some point. We would give Christmas a little bit more time to get distant, and then we would play the Christmas fan song.
Oh.
Yes, Take Me Back.
Aw.
There, Christmas lights. I
Yeah.
still listen to it, Brian. Oh yeah, and the after party link is outdated, so you're gonna have to give us a minute after the
No.
show.
Is it the one we
I
got?
did update it. It's not working again.
I don't know. So how are we gonna read the credits today, gentlemen? Let's see, Brian.
Well, we did Chubby Bruce last week. You want to do it again, or
It would
is that
be better
played
now that
out?
we actually have the real blunderbuss,
Mhm.
and I can be Chubby
Oh.
Bruce, which
Okay,
I didn't
let's
do
do it.
last week.
We got
Let's
it.
do it. You guys do it as Chubby Bruce and Blunderbuss, and I will just do a light musical bed in the background,
In the
Perfect.
style of allergies.
like a calliope.
Comedy Hey ho ho! The comedy click.
Ron
It's Donna Baumgartner. It's a Pat Engine.
My Doyle.
I'm looking for something. Hey, Sarah Kessler. Yeah, Sarah
Thanks,
Kessler.
Suzanne
Amber
Marsh.
McWaters.
Hey, RJ Osman.
RJ Austin. Yeah, Donna
Hey ho
Rutgers.
ho! Chorus.
Matthew
Tracy Trost. And Larry York. And Danielle Zahn.